By now, you've probably heard about honey.
And by now, you've probably seen this video. It went viral. On day 1, it got over 3 million views, and by day 30, it was at over 16 million views, earning the channel owner, Jonathan, about $84,000, getting him 500,000 new subscribers, and now his Patreon has over 1,800 members in it at $6 a month, so he's making about $11,000 a month from that alone. And at first, I thought I understood why everyone saw this video. The thumbnail and title are good, it has famous influencers on it, the research is absolutely insane, the editing's good, and it has a great story. And most people would look at it and assume those things are what made it viral. But something about that explanation just didn't really sit right with me, because there's other videos with those elements that don't go viral. So why this one? Why did this video go viral? And why do I keep getting emails saying we miss you from a company I bought socks from in 2014? I have enough socks, but I needed to know, so I started digging. I broke down the script, the pacing, the psychology, the editing. I transcribed every word, and I even played it backwards to check for hidden messages. Because at one point, this video was getting over 100,000 views per hour, and I had to know why. So I got obsessed. At one point, I even caught myself whispering honey in my sleep.
Honey.
Honey, 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 honey,
honey.
So I studied this video, and I'm going to share with you the different patterns that I uncovered that made it go viral, and how you can use them to grow your own YouTube channel. And the best part is, these aren't just strategies for massive channels. They're steps that anyone can apply to make better videos, get more views, and go viral. And hey, if you have a video you want me to break down, leave it in the comments. Now, let's start with strategy number 1. The honey video followed a validated viral format. And listen, I need to explain this to you because I thought the same thing, that YouTube rewards you if you make a good video. But that's not exactly true. YouTube rewards videos that trigger deep, hardwired responses in the brain. Every single viral video falls into one of 3 categories of what I call validated viral formats. There are sensory videos, which are fast-paced, highly stimulating videos that rely on stimulating your senses in different ways to release quick dopamine and keep you engaged. These are people like Mr. Beast or videos like Skibbity Toilet. There also are emotional videos, which are usually story or narrative-driven videos like movies and certain documentaries that are designed to stimulate your emotions and make you feel something to keep you engaged. And also there are intellect videos, which is what honey is. These are videos that provoke thought, insight, and curiosity by stimulating you intellectually to keep you engaged. Now, most videos mix 2 or even all 3 of these, but the best videos rely on one dominant format. Now, inside each of these categories are different viral video archetypes. For example, honey is an investigative documentary video. That's one video archetype. There's a lot of other archetypes like challenge videos, short stories, and a lot more. But the main point here is that the honey video wasn't just written randomly. It followed a proven viral format. It's an investigative documentary that falls under the intellect category. And it's written to stimulate your intellect and curiosity, using retention loops in the storyline, unanswered questions, and discoveries. Now, that's the surface level concept, and combined with a good title and a good thumbnail, the majority of people clicked on it. But that still didn't answer the question I had. Why do people keep watching? Which is what strategy 2 is about. The honey video used emotions for retention. So when most people think of retention, they think of video editing, fancy animations, and quick scene changes in order to keep people entertained and filled with dopamine. But after watching and re-watching the honey video an annoying amount of times, I realized that it did something kinda sneaky that forces people to keep watching. See, as soon as you see this title and thumbnail, an emotional expectation is created. There's a scandal. Now, scandal or rage or outrage are actually one of the 15 different emotions through my research that I found are more likely to go viral. I'll talk more about those emotions later though. Because another thing I notice is that as soon as you click on the video to watch, everything is congruent.
By now, you've probably heard about honey.
The seventh word is honey, which is the same word that appears on the title of the video. It's unmistakable that this video is the video you clicked to watch. Then, the script goes on to validate and deepen the emotional expectation that you had. But your favorite influences sold you a lie. See, humans seek emotional consistency. When we feel something, we look for signals that validate and deepen that feeling. That's why when you're angry, it feels good to listen to angry music because it's consistent with your mood. So when you see the thumbnail and the title, it creates an emotion. Then the intro of your video needs to be congruent and heighten that emotion. But then I saw that this honey video does something kinda unique.
But it gets worse, and the next scenarios are even worse. But before I show you how bad scenario 2 is, I uncovered an even darker side to PayPal scam.
The video doesn't tell the whole story up front. Instead, it deepens the emotion by adding emotional layers. First, we get an explanation of the simple scam of Honey taking commissions from influencers.
Honey came in, removed Linus's affiliate cookie, and replaced it with their own.
Then, later on, we learn it goes deeper.
Honey wasn't finding you the best deals possible, they were intentionally withholding them from you.
And it just keeps going deeper.
Yeah, it cost us thousands, and I haven't even looked into how far back it went.
This gradual unfolding creates a dopamine loop. Rather than just saying the information, first, the narrator plants a seed by saying things like,
But it gets worse.
and then the information is slowly unraveled, and the story is breadcrumbed to keep you hooked. Each revelation leads to a new twist.
It's far more sinister than you might think.
And it all reinforces and escalates that singular emotional thread of scandal. And that's very important because if a video tries to shift the emotional thread too quickly, that creates emotional dissonance, which breaks immersion and makes people click away. So the best videos focus on one core dominant emotion, and everything in the video focuses on amplifying and intensifying that emotion until the end when a logical conclusion is reached. Now the thing is, you could execute perfectly on these two strategies, but without the next strategy, your video wouldn't get many views. So let's get to strategy 3, the hidden genius of the Honey video. At first, I studied this video over and over, and I couldn't really put my finger on it about why this went viral. I knew there was more to it than the fact it had a good title and a thumbnail and a high click-through rate, or that it followed a viral format and it used emotional layering to get high retention. And so I couldn't stop asking myself, why did this video blow up? I spent weeks thinking about this. And that's when I realized that the Honey video does something that every other viral video does, which tells me it's a timeless principle that we need to follow. The Honey video was big, and not in a physical way. See, the Honey video created universal appeal, and not just in one way, but in multiple ways. Here's how Honey did this. First off, let's look at the thumbnail. The audience in the thumbnail alone is over 400 million. And whether you like or dislike influencers, it doesn't matter. Because if you dislike them, you're gonna click to see your opinion validated that influencers are all shams. And if you like them, you're gonna click to see more content about your favorite influencers. But more important than the 400 million audience thumbnail, the idea is huge. Because this idea has a huge billion audience size appeal. Because first off, this video exposes a scam. It speaks to conspiracy theorists, skeptics, and pretty much anyone who likes gossip, which is basically every human on Earth. Secondly, it speaks to anyone who used Honey, which is approximately 17 million monthly users. And the biggest market it speaks to is the rising anti-corporate market. See, most people are skeptical of corporations. There's movies on this theme, and pretty much anyone who's not a billionaire has a dislike for big corporations. So the market size for this video was huge, hundreds of millions, if not billions, of people. And to validate the emotions of what people already felt, that influencers aren't honest and corporations are greedy, it gives people a chance to say to themselves, I was right. And that's what made this work. And listen, if you found this video breakdown interesting and want to see me break down more viral videos, then hit subscribe because I'm going to be breaking down more videos like this. And if you have a video you want me to break down, leave it in the comments.